So are you moving to or relocating to Ashburn, Virginia, and you're not quite sure if you should buy a single family home or a townhouse? Well, guess what? You're in the right place, because in this video, I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of buying a townhouse versus single family, and we're getting at it right now. Boom! Hey everybody, it's David, your favorite realtor. It's another beautiful day right here in Northern Virginia. And if it's your first time here on my channel, please consider subscribing, because every single week I'm releasing videos all about living, playing, working, and thriving right here in Northern Virginia. So seriously, from doing all these YouTube videos, I'm getting calls, texts, emails almost every single day from folks just like you who are moving to or relocating in Northern Virginia, and I absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about moving to the area, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, even send me a handwritten note. Whatever you gotta do, get a hold of me, because I got your back when you're moving to Northern Virginia. So I've helped so many folks move to Ashburn, Virginia over the years, and a very common question I've received is, David, should I buy a single family house or a townhouse? Now, it's a great question, and we're gonna dive in real deep into this, and like I said, I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of each, so let's get it started. So the first thing to consider is going to be your budget when it comes to buying your house. Now, townhouses in Ashburn, Virginia, they're going to start off in the low 300s and go well above $1 million. And then single family homes in Ashburn, they're going to start off in the low 600s and go well over $1 million as well. So if your budget's $500,000, guess what? You're not buying a single family house in Ashburn. You're going to be stuck in that condo or townhouse. Now, the flip side is, if your budget's $1.5 million, you're probably not gonna buy a townhouse, even a luxury townhouse for that. You may stick with a single family, so it's really gonna depend on what your budget is. But for the purposes of this video, we're gonna go in that sweet spot, that $650,000 to $750,000 price point. So that price point, you can get a really cool single family house or an ultra luxury, brand new, at least within the past few years, luxury townhouse. So let's go. Now, for the pros and cons of buying a townhouse in Ashburn, Virginia, again, for the purposes of this video, we're in that $650,000 to $750,000 price range. Now, cool thing about Ashburn, Virginia, there's a ton of luxury townhomes, and one of the pros is they've all been built within the past 10 years. Now, obviously, there's a lot of advantages of having a house that's built within the past 10 years, and a lot of these townhomes are going to feature open floor plans with gourmet kitchens. And my personal favorite, a lot of them are going to feature the rooftop terrace. Those are so much fun. You have your friends, family come over, great for cookouts, great for entertaining. Also, a lot of these townhomes, they're going to be almost very similar size to single family homes. A lot of these luxury townhomes that I'm talking about, they're going to be that 3,000 to almost 4,000 square feet. That right there is the size of a single family home. A lot of them are going to feature at least the 3 to 4 bedrooms, anywhere from 4 to 5 bathrooms, so you have plenty of living space, so you will not be liking that at all, which is a huge pro with a lot of these luxury townhomes. Another pro with the townhomes is they pretty much all have been built within the past 5, 6, 7 years. So obviously that's going to save you a lot of maintenance. You don't have to worry about your HVAC breaking down anytime soon, replacing windows, replacing your roof. All it is you buy it, you move your furniture in, you're set. No remodeling. Maybe you'll paint, to match your taste, but just move in and you're set. Nothing to do. So that's a huge pro about these townhomes right here in Ashburn, Virginia. Now, for a con of buying a townhouse in Ashburn, Virginia is obviously you're gonna have shared walls. Best case scenario is you buy an end unit, you only have one shared wall. So I know concern is, with a lot of clients I've helped, is, well, am I going to hear my neighbors playing their music or stomping around? Well, the good thing about townhomes is they're very well built, especially the past 5, 6, 7 years by some of the top builders in the industry, and they're very well built. So you're not going to hear your neighbors, you're not going to hear the music. Now, that's assuming they're not taking a sledgehammer and banging against the wall, but in most cases, you're not going to hear your neighbors. So obviously that is a con. having a shared wall, a lot less windows, a lot less light, so that can be a con of buying a townhouse. So another con of buying a townhouse in Ashburn, Virginia is you basically have no outside area. You have very little land. So if you have a dog and you want a fenced-in backyard, these luxury townhomes, most of them do not have spaces for a fenced-in backyard. Very limited parking. You have your 2-car garage and maybe the 2 spots behind it, but a lot of these communities, guest parking can be tough. Again, it really depends on which community you go for. So it's just very little outside living. But obviously the flip side of that is you have no maintenance. You don't have to worry about hiring, a lawn service. The HOA communities take care of that. So if you can get past the parking situation and not having much land, a townhouse could be for you. So another con of buying a townhouse in Ashburn, Virginia is there is a lot of stairs. With these townhouses, you walk into the first level, and then you have your second level with your kitchen, and then your third level with usually the bedrooms, and then the fourth level, which would be your rooftop terrace. So if you left your keys on the rooftop terrace and you went all the way downstairs to the garage, guess what? You're gonna go up 4 flights of stairs to get your keys. It is a lot of stairs, but guess what? It's a lot of exercise. It'll actually keep you in shape, get your legs, nice and toned. So, stairs aren't for you. Maybe a townhouse isn't for you. Maybe a single family should be the way you go. Now for the pros and cons of buying a single family house in Ashburn, Virginia. Again, we're in that $650,000 to $750,000 price point for the purposes of this video. So the first pro is gonna be no common walls. You don't have to worry about your neighbors making noise, or you, matter of fact, making noise. You can play your music loud, you can have get-togethers, family gatherings, play your music. You don't have to worry about your next door neighbor thinking you're getting too loud, or vice versa. Plus, with no common walls, you have a lot more windows and brings in a lot more natural light, which just makes the house feel more like a home, more homey, and it just brightens up the house. Another pro of buying a single family home is you have a lot more outdoor space, especially with the backyard. You can fence it in. It's great if you have some dogs who want to run around. Maybe you can add a pool, maybe a small little playground for the kids. You'll have your decks or like maybe patios, great for cooking out. And that's something you don't get with a townhouse, is that outdoor living. Not to mention, you have a lot more spaces for parking. Usually you have a much bigger driveway in a single family home compared to the townhouse, so already right there adds you more parking spaces for your friends and family when they visit. And there's gonna be, most cases, a lot more street parking, so it's gonna be a lot smaller issue with parking when you're buying a single family house. Now another huge pro of buying a single family house as opposed to a townhouse is it's a much better chance of it being your forever home. I have helped a lot of clients over the past buy townhouses, even these luxury townhouses we're talking about, but eventually they do feel like they outgrow them and they do want to end up in a single family house. So if you end up buying a single family house now, huge chance it'll be your forever home. You'll see the value skyrocket. You have plenty of space, and guess what? You may never need to move again because you already have the single family home, which usually is the end goal for most buyers in our market. Now let's talk about cons of buying a single family home here in Ashburn, Virginia. Again, we're talking about that $650,000 to $750,000 price point. Now this price point, the single family homes, they're gonna be a little bit older. A lot of them are built in the late 90s and the early to mid 2000s. So you're getting to that age range, that 15 to 20 years where, guess what, things start breaking down. You gotta replace the roof. Maybe you gotta replace the HVAC, the water heater. Maybe it has, early 2000s updates. So you may need to, update the kitchen, hardwood floors, paint. So it can end up costing you so much more than buying, let's say, that 2015 luxury townhouse. Another con of buying a single family house is gonna be, there's a lot more outside maintenance, of course. You gotta pay for, lawn service. You gotta get that taken care of. Maybe you want to add a fence. That's gonna cost you money. You have to take care of the front lawn as well. So there's a lot more outside maintenance, and those costs can actually add up a lot over time. So keep that into consideration. If that's not something you want to deal with, you actually like the lifestyle of having zero maintenance, maybe a townhouse would be a better fit for you. So guess what? There really is no wrong choice here. If you're in a position to buy a house between $650,000 and $750,000 here in Ashburn, guess what? Be extremely grateful. You're in an awesome position and you can't go wrong either way. You're gonna get a beautiful home. You just gotta find what fits your lifestyle the best. Do you want newer? Do you want more space? Do you want outside living, more inside living, less maintenance, more maintenance? You just have to figure it out on your own. You know, reach out to me, we can sit down, we can look at all these homes in person and really find out exactly what fits you the best, because I want to make sure you get the perfect spot that you can be proud to call your home. As always, I appreciate you watching another one of my videos. If you got any value out of today's video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, please subscribe, and if there's anything in the world I can do for you, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'm always here to help you, no matter what it is, and hope you have an awesome rest of your day.